What is today's goal? So this box right here is going to be what's called a halo monitoring box for the status of signals on the CNC machine. So this cabinet can be opened up. There's an internal door that goes right in here. There's a back plane that goes down here. There'll be an assortment of components, wires, power supplies, mod bus, etc. And there'll also be some distribution of signals via DB25 cables, kind of like this. So what do I have to do? I have to mount a support board on this back side and then cover it with a piece of metal. Then that metal will have a piece of angle mounted to it. These are called feed-through couplers, and those will be placed in there. The only problem is that this little yellow part is exactly as thick as this metal is. Well, that means that we don't have much room left for our connector to go on here like this. We'll take a separate little piece of metal. We will cut it to go on either side and then screw it through. So the spare doors are over here for right now. This is the back plane piece. This is the template that goes back here in the back, so I can set all the things up on here. There's the inner door. Before I actually put any penetrations in those, the objective is to create some types of templates so that it will work. Also cut up a mock-up of the door and lined it with tape so that I know where the signals will display visually through this window. These are tricolored halo switches that will be lined along here and have labels on them of what all of them mean. They can display different colors based on different signal input. Okay, so what do we have to do in size for this? So I set up my little micrometer here, and I went exactly to the height of how high it can go to this point. So I'm going to cut that width of the board and length, and then we'll get it put in there. I gave myself a little bit of spare room. It was 5.83. So I went ahead and backed it up to 5.75, 5 3/4 inches. All right, both boards are cut, 5 3/4 inches wide, 19.5 inches long. Bolts at the bottom for the back plane have been marked. Both pieces have now been cut, notched to pass over the two studs. They will get bolted from the outside here, and the metal will go on the top of here. Now we've got those marked out. So what did we get done? You already saw the wood panels that got put in the back. And then we cut the plates to go in front of them, with the grooves to go over the standoffs. We got it done for both sides. We cut the aluminum to length. We had set up for the DB25 couplers to go in, and I got one of them in already, and it is nice and tight. I do still have to take a small piece of thin metal and put it across here with an opening so that it won't come out of there. So this is the little plate that I was talking about making that we would need to get the screws to go through. And of course I'll have to make one for the back side, but that will keep it from popping out even though it's in there nice and tight. Not too bad.